build a chain. I see my people pockets drain. The Bible build a chain. The hood ain't gon' change. The Bible build a chain. The church is the problem, man. The Bible build a chain. They giving empty promises, man. The Bible build a chain. It's a doggone shame. The Bible build a chain. Got to expose the evil, man. The Bible build a chain.
Got so many churches on the block to see the people. Time to take the chains out the Bible, better expose the evil. Send our letters to all the pastors so that we can meet up. You didn't accept the invitation, let's turn the heat up. Your pastor out here proper line, prostituting, taking time. You better watch them ride your king, cause that boy be a pedophile. Look at them, they living vibe, my people sleep, they in and out. Can't see that they lead us wild, all because of trending style. Telling us to stop teaching that you, oh, you don't need it now. Cap said deploy the man, set up captain, then we bring it out. Demons coming with that down, so you know we mow it down. Bible belt destroyed because the Israelites right in your town.
From the east to the west, to the north, to the south. Pastor Pope Chop been running his mouth. Nigga getting the bag while your mama dancing shout. Running game on my people trying to take a Jew out. It's the money grab, got a pastor counting heads, cause the spirit been dead. Got a Jew seeing red, cause his mouth is full of lies. A Edomite in disguise, cause his mind ain't circumcised. He leading a Jew to the fire. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of death, Ezekiel 37 trying to give a Jew the breath. Give me 7 seconds, man, I'm almost there. It's the saviors of the earth trying to give the people help. These pastors going insane. Bible build a chain. They only preaching for the fame. Bible build a chain. I see my people pockets drain. Bible build a chain. The hood ain't gon' change. Bible build a chain. The church is the problem, man. The Bible build a chain. They giving empty promises, man. The Bible build a chain. It's a doggone shame. The Bible build a chain. Got to expose the evil, man. The Bible build a chain. The Bible better change. Saviors of the earth. Saviors of the earth. Saviors of the earth. Y'all know what time it is. IUIC, Birmingham, Alabama. No more listing the lines and paying time. So that we can meet up. These pastors going insane. Bible build a chain. They only preaching for the fame. Bible build a chain. I see my people pockets drain. Bible build a chain. The hood ain't gon' change. Bible build a chain. The church is the problem, man. Bible build a chain. They giving empty promises, man. Bible build a chain. It's a doggone shame. Bible build a chain. Got to expose the evil, man. Bible build a chain.
Got so many churches on the block to see the people. Time to take the chains out the Bible, better expose the evil. Send our letters to all the pastors so that we can meet up. You didn't accept the invitation, let's turn the heat up. Your pastor out here proper line, prostituting, taking time. You better watch them ride your king, cause that boy be a pedophile. Look at them, they living vibe, my people sleep, they in and out. Can't see that they lead us wild, all because of trending style. Telling us to stop teaching that you, oh, you don't need it now. Cap said deploy the man, set up captain, then we bring it out. Demons coming with that down, so you know we mow it down. Bible belt destroyed because the Israelites right in your town.
From the east to the west, to the north, to the south. Pastor Pope Chop been running his mouth. Nigga getting the bag while your mama dancing shout. Running game on my people trying to take a Jew out. It's the money grab, got a pastor counting heads, cause the spirit been dead. Got a Jew seeing red, cause his mouth is full of lies. A Edomite in disguise, cause his mind ain't circumcised. He leading a Jew to the fire. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of death, Ezekiel 37 trying to give a Jew the breath. Give me 7 seconds, man, I'm almost there. It's the saviors of the earth trying to give the people help. These pastors going insane. Bible build a chain. They only preaching for the fame. Bible build a chain. I see my people pockets drain. Bible build a chain. The hood ain't gon' change. Bible build a chain. The church is the problem, man. Bible build a chain. They giving empty promises, man. Bible build a chain. It's a doggone shame. Bible build a chain. Got to expose the evil, man. Bible build a chain. The Bible better change. Saviors of the earth. Saviors of the earth.
Hey, shalom family, shalom, shalom. Most High Christ bless. Welcome to another episode of
Bible Belt Unchained. That's right.
Hey, I'm your host today, Officer Yadin, aka Tip of the Spear. To my right, we
got your boy, Officer Albershot, Black Dynamite.
Hey, Officer Soraya, stick in the cut.
Stick in the
in the
cut.
cut. My
left?
New Testament side. Oh yeah, y'all see it's still.
See how dark
dark
he is?
over here, baby.
See
It's
how
still
dark?
dark. He even darker than Officer Officer Jeremiah, aka Avon.
Hey, Vaughn.
Officer Isaiah, the Slim Reaper.
Slim
Slim
Reaper.
Reaper. Man, welcome Slim Reaper to the show,
sir.
man.
Welcome
to
Slim Reaper.
About to
All
get
praise
hot
to the Most
today.
High.
Yeah, man.
All right, so family, hey, we got a good show for y'all today. And let's first and foremost, let's get started with our scripture of the day. Let's go.
Hey man, shout out to the reader, man. We
Yeah.
got
Shout out. It ain't total
AKA
water. It ain't total water.
chocolate drop.
Chocolate
Chocolate
drop.
The
Hey,
Black
hey,
Usher.
bro.
He's single, sisters.
Bro, he a single
single.
brother, so we don't have a camera on this brother, but just think about a dark-skinned Usher.
Usher.
He danced like Usher, too. Look, if you contact
UIC Montgomery.
UIC Montgomery,
Shout out to Montgomery.
show enough. Ask for the chocolate drop. Dark-skinned Usher.
All right, then, reader, let's go. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Psalms chapter 142, verse 7. Bring my soul out of prison.
Hold on. You got to read with some life now.
That's the Usher.
That's the
Nah,
Usher in
nah,
here,
nah.
man.
That's the chocolate
Nah,
drop.
he got to
bro.
get to the confessions, Usher. You got to burn. Confessions, let it burn.
Let the
You gotta
fire
get to
burn
the
within
confessions,
you,
Let it
brother.
burn, let it
That's the song I was
burn.
thinking about.
Hey,
Let it burn,
hey,
bro.
Fire burn.
Put your heart out there.
Burn, bro.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Come on, bro.
Come on,
Come on.
now, dog.
Psalms chapter 142, verse 7. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise thy name. The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me.
So our goal and job here at Bible Belt Unchained is to unchain the minds of our brothers and sisters in the Bible Belt.
That's right.
Especially down here.
Yep.
Hey, it's slavery down here.
A lot of them just came out of church, you know?
Right.
So if you just came out of church today,
10:45
here's what you can do.
service.
You can hit the Zoom link in the chat, and you can call in and tell us what the service was about. We want to hear what your pastor taught about this
Nothing.
Sabbath.
Yeah.
That's right.
That'll be good. Y'all think that's good?
Yeah, but
Yeah. So if
they
you
ain't
went to
talk
church
about
today, call in and tell us what the sermon was about. We want to hear it.
Tell us how much tithes you paid today. That's what we really want to hear.
ooh.
Tell us how much tithes you paid.
Pay tithes today?
All right, so family, let's show our sponsor for today, Original Royalty. So all praises for them. Come on. Shout out OR.
Get all your original Israelite gear. Beard oil.
That's right.
Check out OR.
All praises to the Most High God for OR, Original Royalty, where you can get all your fashion designs as well as clothing. Hey, they got the cardigans, bro.
They got the
Them
what you
things
call
are
them?
Cardigans?
Cardigans.
Bro, them things are
fresh.
fire. Cardigans. Hey, I don't know.
The Cordigans.
Cardigans. Hey, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
All right.
Fashion brothers.
So who's the 69 guy
Oh,
for today?
Man, come on, man. You know it's always a Christian pastor.
Ah, dang.
You know,
Christian something.
never cease to amaze us.
Dang.
Let's talk about
All
it.
right, let's go.
You like popsicles? Get your fat ass back here.
All right, reader, let's go.
69 God.
Woman convicted of killing Mississippi Boulevard church pastor sentenced to 20 years in prison.
Damn.
Wow. All right, let's see why she killed. Why did she take life?
Play the video first. See.
Yeah.
And killed a Memphis minister after they had an affair. And now she knows how long she will spend behind bars. Today, a judge sentenced Latasha Daniels to 20 years for the shooting death of a Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church pastor, Brodus Perry. She got another year for injuring his wife. Fox 13's Mandy Rock joins us live outside of a courtroom with what both sides had to say about this. Mandy.
Well, Darcy, the judge called this a senseless killing driven by heartbreak, and she denied claims that Daniels was provoked. But at the same time, she did acknowledge her remorse and her mental health struggles. And today, Daniels took the stand and spoke and apologized directly to the Perry family.
And I pray that all of you guys will forgive me. But please know, I never meant for any of this to happen.
Latasha Daniels tearful as she took the stand Tuesday morning, telling the Perry family she was deeply sorry, saying she never meant to hurt anyone.
To the Perry family, no words can express the pain that I feel, nor will it ever take away the pain that you feel. But I want to say to you that I'm godly sorrowful.
Prosecuting attorney Kevin McAlpin said the state wanted a first-degree murder conviction, but says the 20-year sentence for second-degree murder offers some justice for the victims.
Certain it was going to be between 15 and 25, and it hit right in the middle. So I guess it's what we expected.
McAlpin says the Perry family continues to grieve.
Doing as well as can be expected.
Defense attorneys argue Daniels was in a mental health crisis and should receive leniency, pointing to her lack of criminal history and life's work helping others.
While we respect the judge's decision, we do disagree with it. Latasha is someone who has led an exemplary life outside of this very small portion of time.
They also pointed to Daniel's transformation behind bars.
And just the level of remorse that she showed and just the work that she's done to better herself, to clearly show that she's never going to commit any other crime.
Ultimately, the judge said heartbreak does not justify killing and that Daniels' deliberate actions required a lengthy sentence.
Would you please state?
So real quick.
And
it says that he's going off heartbreak, right? But there is something because she was the side piece or the affairee, whatever you.
They had an affair.
She had an affair.
So she had an affair with a pastor.
Right. Devil was the side piece.
She was the side piece. Right. So the sister that was the side piece had an affair with the pastor, and out of heartbreak, killed him and injured the wife.
Damn.
I mean, I want y'all to think about this. Actually, I got something. Give me Proverbs chapter 6 real quick. 6 verse 32. Because this goes back into the emotion. This goes into the tense of the man, but hey, this also goes into the tense of the woman in this case. Read.
Proverbs chapter 6 verse 32.
Read.
But whoso committeth adultery.
So whosoever commit adultery, that's breaking the sanctity of marriage, having sex with someone outside of your wife or your husband. Read.
With a woman.
Read.
Lacketh understanding.
So anybody that commits adultery, period, you lack the understanding of the scriptures. And this shows. Right. I mean, she's in the Christian church. She was having an affair with the pastor, which is the head of the church.
Which is supposed to be teaching the church.
Right. Which is supposed to be the spiritual leader.
The 10. And number 8 is where it say, thou shalt not commit adultery.
Right.
Within the 10. But
so we see that the laws of God are absent from the churches, right?
100%.
All right, keep reading.
He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul.
So whoever commits adultery, whether it's male or female, you destroy your own soul.
You get unalived.
And at the same time, let's get a little deeper on this. Go ahead, read.
Verse 33. A wound and dishonor shall he get.
Wait, whoa. So whoever commits adultery, a wound and dishonor is what he is going to get. Read.
And his reproach shall not be wiped away.
His reproach is never going to be wiped away because now he is known as a dead pastor that has committed adultery on his wife and died in the midst of adultery.
Right.
That's a reproach.
Right.
Keep going.
For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance.
Now let's flip the script. we understand that this wasn't a man cheating on another woman that's married.
Right.
This was a woman cheating on a man that's married to another woman.
Right.
So this side piece killed him out of what? Rage. Read that again.
For jealousy is the rage of a man.
She was jealous. She was envious of her position. She's the side piece. She's not the whole piece.
She wanted promotion.
she definitely wanted one.
She wanted to be she wanted to be an essential employee.
Essential. Crazy. Hey. Hey, read that again. Sticking the cut crazy, bro.
For jealousy is the rage of a man.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance.
So through her rage and through her jealousy, she didn't spare his life. Right. She put him to death. So that was the day of vengeance for him. So hey, that judge made we already know the judge don't know the scriptures, but what she did was vengeance in an act of God. So
and it's a common thing in the Christian church where you see pastors messing with the women in the church.
Common.
It's a common thing, and we know it go on in our community. Guess what? We don't say nothing about it. They'll sit in the church. They know the pastor. It's a joke. It's kind of like a running joke. Pastor got 2 or 3 girlfriends in here.
Right.
And what we do, they sit up in there and don't say nothing.
Sitting right in the front row.
Right.
Yep.
First ladies.
Dang.
First ladies.
And you had some, officer?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's it. We done with this, man. Let's move on to the current events, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And instead of the pastors teaching about what's going on in the world, they in here sleeping with the women and getting unalived. It's crazy work.
Stop being a damn fool.
What we got going on in the world
We
today?
got a lot going on in the world, man. Before we get there, let's preface it. Matthew 24, about the wars and rumors of wars. A lot going on in the world. And the job of a pastor, according to Jeremiah 3:15, and they supposed to be preparing you for these things. But instead of preparing you for these things, they're preparing themselves with some other things. Matthew 24 and verse, start at 3.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
So the question is, what signs should we be able to see to tell that we're in the last days? Can you read?
And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
That's the part. Go ahead.
And ye shall hear of wars.
Ye shall hear of wars. Go ahead.
And rumors of wars.
Which are not so much as rumors, because right now Iran is bombing Israel. Israel is bombing Iran. Bombs going everywhere right now. You know what I'm saying? Guess who got their hand behind it? USA. America always has their hand in some type of evil. Guess what? Wherever you see a war going on, just know the white man is there.
That's right.
Yes,
definitely. Even if they're not directly in the war,
they indirectly
got something to do with it. Yes. Always. But that's what we're gonna talk about. So put that video up. Turn it over to the military man himself.
Right.
Allegedly.
So who are the real Jews?
So this people. This is the question. Hold on, pause the video. So this is the controversy and the question is why is war over there right now? This is the question. Read it. I mean, go ahead and play that.
So who are the real Jews?
The people. Who are the modern? Yes. Who are the descendants? So we know, and I believe, and I agree with you as a Christian, that God promised this land from modern day Iraq to modern day Egypt to this people, the Jews, to Abram's, actually not to Abram's descendants, as it says in Genesis 15. Who are his descendants now, and how do we know who they are?
But then if I'm going to go forth and say, well, you know, those that say that they are Jews but are in fact not, but are the synagogue of Satan, and the Ashkenazi are in fact not Jews, they are sons of Gomer, Japheth, they're not even Shemites. Many people have come to me and said, well, who are the real Jews then? Where are the Jews and what's going on?
So I think it's fair to ask, who are they and how do we know? So the current prime minister's ancestors weren't from here within recorded history. He has no deed. Bibi Netanyahu, on one side, his family's from Poland. They're from Eastern Europe. So how do we know that he has a connection to the people who God promised the land to, Abram's descendants? How do we know that?
As I said, 92% of the people that say that they are Jews today are in fact Ashkenazi.
Netanyahu's parents did not speak
So
Hebrew.
wait, whoa. Stop right there. Stop. Oh man, this
We was trying hard.
I know. You want to keep
Everybody-
going?
No, everybody keep flipping. No, we good. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
Oh,
Everybody
man.
flip the script.
Oh,
It's
man.
a lot.
It's a lot.
Maybe they'll believe it now that the white man said it. You know,
Well-
we've been saying it for years, but maybe now since the white man said it, you believe it.
So this is the thing. He said a lot.
He said a whole lot.
He said a lot. And some of the stuff it was BS at the front, but because he was trying to say that Esau and Esau.
Right.
But let's get Wisdom of Solomon 14:22 real quick.
Bring it out.
Because this is what's killing our people. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is the WMD, the weapon of mass destruction right here. This is it right here. Read that.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 22.
Uh-huh.
Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of God.
So there's a lot of people, especially these pastors, they're erring in the knowledge of God. And we see that the pastors were set up by Edomites.
Right.
All these denominations of the religion of Christianity is Edomite religion. Keep going.
But whereas they live in the great war of ignorance.
That right there is the weapon of mass destruction. Us being ignorant to who we are, us being ignorant to what's going on in the world, and us rooting for our enemies, thinking that they're the heroes. Read that again.
But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance.
So the great war of ignorance. So for you to be ignorant, family, in the age of information, that's called warfare. Right. That means, we talk about it here a lot, 5th generational warfare, non-kinetic warfare, meaning if you are hidden from some form of information that's beneficial for you, oh man, you are a POW. You are a prisoner of war behind enemy lines. Read it one more time.
Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of God. But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance.
Read.
Those so great plagues called they peace.
So the plagues that we call peace out of this ignorance is sin. We call sin peace, and then we call righteousness war. This is why we're ignorant as a people. I know in the Matrix, Slifer, when he was eating that steak, he wanted to go back into the Matrix. He said to Agent Smith, ignorance is bliss. That shows you that to be ignorant to who you are, your family line, your purpose, your heritage, that shows you are a prisoner of war and don't even know it.
Right.
That's crazy. Wow. And this is why we're seeing war. These wars are popping off. You know why, family? It's for you. Yep. God is fighting for us.
The end is coming.
The end is coming. It really is. So to worry about T.I. and 50 Cent, to worry about who's boxing next, to worry about all this stuff is foolishness. And just mark my words, family. All the things that's coming out, especially with this war that's going on over there right now, it's going to be a lot of distractions that hit you. Trust me. Trust and believe it's going to be a lot of distractions to keep you ignorant. All right, you had some?
Yeah, let me get Zechariah 9 and verse 6 right quick. Zechariah 9 and 6. Let's get that. And then let me get a picture. Put that map up for me. I don't mind.
Zechariah chapter 9 verse 6. And a bastard.
A what?
A bastard.
A bastard. A damn dirty bastard. Read.
Shall dwell in Ashdod.
Where's Ashdod at? That's Ashdod right there. A dirty bastard is gonna dwell in Ashdod. Read.
And I will cut off the pride of the Philistines.
That's why we have war over in that land, and it's not going to stop until the black Messiah come back.
That's right.
Hey, go to Revelation 3 and 9.
That's right.
2 and 9. 2 and 9. Read that. Revelation 2 and 9. We gotta wake up, Israel. We have to wake up and see what's going on and see the times that we are in. We are literally living the Bible right now. We're living it. We can see the times approaching. Read that.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation. And
Christ is saying he know our works. He know our tribulation and poverty. When we look at the modern Israelis today, they are not impoverished. They are some of the richest people on the planet. Read.
But thou art rich.
Christ is saying that who rich? We are rich. He said, I know thy poverty and works. Guess what? You are rich. Why are we rich? Because we are promised the kingdom. Read on.
Right. And I know the blasphemy.
I know the lies
of them which say they are Jews.
They saying that they you. They in the occupying the land saying that they are you. Read on.
And are not.
Christ said they not the real Jews. Read.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
They the chief house of the devil. That's who they are.
And then, oh, go ahead, officer. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say what's interesting about the video that we just played is that I think that sometime this week I had watched a video that talked about 5 different levels of power. Right, one of them being direct power. The second level being positional power. Third one being relational. Fourth, structural, and then the fifth and the highest form is
ideological.
There we go. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Ideological power. I'm gonna butcher that word. But what we see going on and what this war about, like the dude in the video just said about, it's the question like, who are the real Jews? Because these people came into the land, immediately started exterminating these Arabs that's living there, and they're like, who the hell are you? You're not the people that's supposed to be in here. Right, and this war has been fought continually since. Right, but what we need to pay attention to as a collective, as Israel, real Israel, 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. Read that real quick. Matter of fact, start at 3. Because what we've been seeing is this particular nation spreading their influence, exerting that ideological power across the globe for everybody to now believe that they're descendants of the real people.
Right.
And we are actively, when we go out, we do the work, we on the streets, we are at a war with that idea, with those beliefs. Read that.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Because we not throwing no bombs nowhere at nobody. We ain't picking up no guns, throwing no grenades at no nation. Right? But does that mean we're not at war? Absolutely not. We are at war. Read.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the pulling down of strongholds.
It says our power, the weapons that we use, is mighty through God to pull down strongholds. Now, what's these strongholds that we're supposed to be pulling down? Read the next verse.
Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalt itself against the knowledge of God.
We are casting down that idea, that belief that the people that's in this land today, they are descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
That's what we do every time we hit these streets. We teaching our people. We are casting down these ideas, these imaginations, and these thoughts that's been held to be true without question for centuries. Right. All right. That's what we fighting. So while they got that war going on, that literal war, we ain't touching it. That's y'all kill each other. Y'all got that. we dealing with the spiritual side.
Through that war comes our salvation.
There we go.
That's it.
And then and going back to what you said, officer, the way that we war is ideological. It's through the words of God, but this also is that war of the great war of ignorance.
There we go.
Because with us warring on bringing truth to the ignorant, now that's going to flip the script. Because don't they believe in the Torah? Supposedly, right? Supposedly, they believe in the Torah. But even in the Torah, don't it talk about the Israelites being scattered from their land in the last days?
Right. Yep.
So who are they?
Exactly.
just based off the Torah. Y'all, the so-called Jewish man say he believe in the Torah. But even in prophecies within Genesis, within Deuteronomy, within Exodus, it says that the children of Israel was not going to be in their homeland during the last days. So who is this bastard, officer? Who is the bastard? And then for the scriptures to call them a bastard, you know what else that is?
What's that?
They don't have a dad. They don't have a father. They don't have a God.
Bomb on that thing, bro. Ain't got
You don't
no
have
daddy.
a God.
You're not my dad.
You're not my dad.
So with them without a God in the land of the holy, you think God happy about that? Nah, he's gonna rouse out, put the spirit of war in the hearts of those heathen nations round about, and they gonna fight each other out. Yep. That's what it's all about. Get Joel chapter 3 verse 1. Because this is where this war is gonna get to. Joel 3:1, and then we got to get back to the video.
Joel chapter 3 verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
Read on.
I will
wait, right here. This is the Tanakh. It's the prophets, correct?
Right.
So in the prophets, we're reading how the Lord is gonna, identifying that Judah and Jerusalem, that's two kingdoms.
Right.
That means that Israel is gonna be split up into two kingdoms. I don't know who's over there in our land right now, but it's definitely not us.
Right.
Keep going.
I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
This is where everything is going down. The valley of Jehoshaphat is in that land mass right now that they're fighting over. Read.
And will plead with them there for my people.
For who?
My people.
So this also shows you that even those people over there are not God's people.
Right.
Because he says he's going to plead for his people. Actually furthering the point that, hey, these wars are popping off just for God to come. That's it. Just for Christ to come back to really lay the smack down. Read.
That's right.
And for my heritage, Israel.
That's all it's about. It's not the landmass Israel. It's the people that's in captivity to these nations, which is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and those that are scattered due to slave trades. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to the video, because that Edomite said a lot, man. We couldn't let all of it go by, you know.
92% of the people that say that they are Jews today are in fact Ashkenazi.
Netanyahu's parents did not speak Hebrew. Okay, they didn't live in this region. Netanyahu, the founders of this country, were mostly secular. Some of them were avowed atheists. They were not praying for the peace of Jerusalem. They weren't praying at all because they didn't believe in God. There's no genealogy linking their families to the people of this land 3,000 years ago. They're not.
Because what's happened is the Ashkenazi are in fact occupying the tents of Shem, the real Shemites. Shem's not there. It's the Zionist occupiers that are there.
So how do we know, since they didn't share a language, they didn't share a religion, they had no religion whatsoever, how do we know that they had a right to come here from Eastern Europe?
And if I'm right, it's 1982, and he didn't go by Benjamin Netanyahu back then. He went by whatever his more, European-sounded name was. He was Netanyahu by the 90s.
Why did he change his name?
Well, they all kind of, because the whole thing, Joe, is that they're
hold
all,
up. So BB changed his name,
yes, sir,
to be something else. You know what I'm saying? He came from Poland. He was a Polish white man, and he said, you know what? I'm gonna go and be a Jew. So I'm gonna be BB Netanyahu. That's his name. Call me BB. That's the people that we're dealing with, y'all. Go ahead.
But changed his name.
Well, they all kind of, because the whole thing, Joe, is that they're all, Israel was a European, construct. They were made by a bunch of Europeans who came over and created Israel. But then they have to claim that they're the true Semitic people.
Is it true that genetic testing is outlawed there?
I believe that is true. I believe that's true. I mean, double check me on that, but I believe it's true.
We should definitely double check that
permission
right now
from the government to go get DNA.
But they give us DNA testing here,
right,
to tell you that you're not related to a Israelite. You don't have that lineage, but it's banned over in Israel. because they know it will say they all from Europe. It's all deception. It's all deception. Yeah, it's good for y'all. Y'all find out y'all from somewhere in Africa, or jungle in Africa.
23andMe or
23andMe or whatever the DNA testing is. Everybody else is good for, but for us, it is banned. You have to get approval from the government to even get that done over there because they know they're not from that land.
beg your pardon.
And officer, this is how you know this is the devil's children. The devil used deception from the beginning to to get Adam and Eve cast out of the garden, right? So with deception, that's a weapon. Deception and ignorance is a weapon. Real quick, Psalm 64:1. Y'all, hey family, y'all really need to know this is a different type of warfare that we're fighting. A different type of warfare. Read that.
Psalms chapter 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O God, and my prayer.
Read.
Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy.
So now David is about to get into what tenets does the enemy use against us. Read.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Read.
From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
So we understand that according to Malachi 1:1-3, the wicked is Esau. That entire family line of Edom is the wicked. Now it says that they are workers of sin. Let's get a little further in. Read.
Who whet their tongue like a sword.
Read.
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
So you see how David made a comparison to their tongue or their mouth being as a weapon? They lie all the time. They use forms of deception to keep us ignorant as the children of Israel and to keep their lie going. This is how you know this is a spiritual war. You have a nation that is stemmed from the devil using their daddy's tactics of deception to then say that we are not the people, but they are.
Right.
Then they use tenets of media, music, papers, articles, things of that nature to try to throw us off the trail. But even the Bible in its own right shows you that they're not the people of the book.
Right.
It shows you they're not. Keep reading.
Verse 4. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not.
So you see how they're shooting at us? They're shooting at us through ADL. They're shooting at us through APAC. They're shooting at us through Canary Mission. They're shooting at us through these popular persuasions that we see in the news.
Even the Christian church, because like we do a 69 God every week, and the church is supposed to be the place where the understanding of God is coming out.
Right.
But every single week we seeing that they sleeping with women, molesting children, some type of foolishness is always going on in the church. So that has to mean that the church is not the place that black people should be to get their salvation. Salvation not coming from the church. It's coming from your obedience to the Lord. And the church is supposed to be a place where that's being taught, but it's not being taught there. So that who whet their tongue as a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that also is the Christian church.
And that's a weapon. Y'all got to think about it, family. This is the devil's children.
Right.
The Lord gave them the art of war. You honestly think your enemy that was given the art of war by our God is going to be peaceable with you?
And they have shown their hatred for us
Every
for
time.
centuries. We've been here since 1492.
Right.
When Christopher Columbus came over here and slaughtered the Indians. Even in present day, you still have black men getting hung on trees.
Right.
Black men, the Epstein file, they've been eating people and shooting people down and hunting people.
Right.
And you still want to love the white man? Come on,
baby
bro.
Crazy.
No.
And think about it, officer. We have time, like you said, we have history. Let's go back to Rome. What ordinance ordered Christ to be hung on a tree? A white man by the persuasion of evil black Negroes. So Christ was hung on a tree just like our ancestors was hung on a tree here in the States.
He died a black man's death.
He died a black man's death in front of his mama.
With his mama.
In front of his brothers.
When we seen a white man hang on a tree?
Bro, we were talking about this.
Come on,
I
bro.
said, bro, when
Not even on Hollywood.
When have you seen a white man sacrifice himself for anything?
Never.
We ain't have a white, bro.
What Hollywood?
Right.
That's it. But
Oh,
in life, never.
They cast their bowels up. That's about the only thing that they do. You know what I'm saying? They ain't sacrifice themselves for nobody, bro.
Bro, listen here, man. We don't. It's Israel. Y'all gotta wake up. Y'all got these pastors out here. What the white man is telling y'all out his own mouth, man. We European, and you got black pastors that sit up there and defend that mess.
Right.
We can go to Deuteronomy 28 and show you that we the people of the book. That's our DNA test right there.
That's it.
Deuteronomy 28.
Hey, and officer, that's in the Torah.
That's right.
The Jewish people, the Ashkenazi, they don't believe in the Torah.
Hey,
they
look,
don't believe in nothing, bro.
Right.
Hey, go to Romans 13:11 right quick. 13:11.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Man, all this information that's coming out daily. It is high time for you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to wake up out of sleep. It's time to get out of these churches. It is time. It is a building that's a coffin. Read on.
For now.
For what?
Now.
Right now. Right now. Read.
Is our salvation nearer than when we believe?
The black Messiah is coming back close, as near than what we think it is. Read on.
Verse 12. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
We got to start casting off the works of darkness, doing the white man's bidding. The white man is telling you out his own mouth, he is not the people of the land, but we have black pastors that will tell you that they are. Read.
And let us put on the armor of light.
We have to come back into our true nationality, that we are the people of the book.
Right.
100%.
That's right. So
Dark side.
We've been talking about Esau and his deception. Right. This man on here said, "Well, who are the real Jews?"
Right.
We know.
That's the $1 million question.
Know who are the real Jews.
Right.
We go out there and we talk about it every single day.
Right.
Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 33 and verse 29.
Bring it out.
So we know that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the real Jews.
That's right.
So no more can they put the lid over our eyes as to who we are. So read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 29. Happy art thou, O Israel. Who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord?
So what do the scriptures say as who going to be saved by the Lord? It's going to be the Israelites.
Right.
All over this Bible, it says that the Israelites, the scattered people of the book, are going to be saved by the Lord from their enemies. Read.
Right.
The shield of thy help. And who is the sword of thy excellency?
Read.
And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee.
It says our enemies will be found liars unto us. The deception that we just talked about. We know that this white man always talks about that he may be a Jew, but the scriptures do not support it.
It don't.
When we read these scriptures, we see that
better
he
read
is a
your
liar.
Bible.
He is a liar. Read.
And thou shalt tread upon their high places.
That's coming.
Yes, sir,
That's
it is.
coming. Right. So
It's
we
happening
just
right
got to
now.
be patient.
Yep.
Patiently
That's
wait.
right.
And I love it when Esau start fighting against Esau.
White on white crime, bro.
Yeah, it make my teeth white. Like, because like right now, and I'm talking about information. When you have two Edomites with opposing information, and they start telling on each other. I love it. So let's see what else this Edomite got to say.
It's the ex-CIA Edomite. Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Okay,
Yeah.
I've seen him before.
Go ahead.
Ed, my friend Jeannie just texted me from Florida to say that the Dish Network has blocked Al Jazeera from broadcasting here in the United States.
So pause that video. So what he's saying, the Dish Network is a U.S. based company,
Right.
and they broadcast news from Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera will be the Middle East CNN. You know, they report the news over there, unbiased. You know, news from there. All right, go ahead.
Here in the United States, they don't want us to see what's happening in the Middle East. We know from CNN and from other sources, New York Times is reporting that that an Israeli missile hit a girls' school in southern Iran this morning, killing 57 children. So get used to that. That's going to be what this war looks like. The Israelis don't give a shit about human life, about civilians, and we're going to see a lot of civilian casualties. On the flip side, the Iranians said days ago, even as long as a week ago, that if there were going to be an attack, they would strike U.S. Assets around the Persian Gulf. They have done exactly that. They have hit the U.S. military base in Kuwait. They've hit the center of Manama, Bahrain, the capital of Bahrain. They've hit Abu Dhabi. There was a missile intercepted over Dubai. This is a real war. This isn't going to be just
the war actually started like when he said about the censorship. The control of information is when the war started. Right. This is why Amalek wants TikTok, or they already acquired TikTok.
They got it.
Because you remember before all that happened, you was hearing a lot of stories about, the train derailments, the chemicals that was being poured into a lot of different rivers and things of that nature. You wasn't hearing that from the news.
Right.
You was hearing that from local journalists, like independent journalists on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. And this is why a lot of people are really falling away from the Dish Network. Like,
right.
Who still has cable?
Yeah. But he's gonna say in his video. He said that the only reason they blocked it is a request from the United States government, right? Who controls media in America?
The government.
The government, but who controls that? Amalek controls all these media outlets. If we had that chart, I know we don't have it up, but if you look at the chart of what Amalek controls, they control at least 90% of media in America. Now, why is that? Why is that? Why does a foreign entity control American media? Because go to First Ezra. Are you finish up? First Ezra 5:73. They want us to believe they want us to believe that Iran is the bad regime, America is the good regime. We going over there to give them people democracy for they can say Merry Christmas, Happy Valentine's Day, for their women can put on pants and do all these things. That's what American democracy is. Women running around as whores, tight pants on, feminism. That's American democracy, right?
Yeah.
Iran don't have that over there. Read that.
First Ezra, chapter 5, verse 73. And by their secret plots and popular persuasion.
Popular persuasion, that's their media outlets. Popular persuasion. Your mega movement. You remember on TikTok before it got sold to American company, so-called American company, you saw all types of videos about Gaza being bombed.
Yeah.
Civilians doing this. It was negative media towards Israel. You don't see that anymore. It's hard to even search of what's going on in Gaza now. Read.
And commotions. They hindered the finishing of the building.
They trying to keep us confused. Read.
All the time that King Cyrus lived. So they were hindered from building for the space of 2 years.
So the point is they use their popular persuasion, the media, the politicians, to push their message saying that, hey, look at us, we are the good guys. But we read earlier that they are the synagogue of Satan. These people are the synagogue of Satan. And we got to come out of that.
That's it. So, and officer, if our brothers and sisters were to read, this tactic was done before. It was done during the Persians and Medes.
Right.
When Amalek, which was Haman, controlled the postal system, which is letters and decrees and mail, to try to get us killed.
Right.
So they always been a people to control media.
Right.
And when are we gonna wake up, family? When are we gonna stop playing these games with our sin? Wake up. All right, let's finish it out.
Forth tete-a-tete over the next 24 hours. This is a conflagration. I'm seeing from Joseph Roy, 7021, that Comcast Xfinity is also blocking Al Jazeera. That's up in the Boston area. So they don't do that just on a whim or by accident. They're doing it because the administration asked them to. And see, now this is going to be an ongoing theme. We should probably talk about this for a minute. This is going to be a theme about only allowing the American people to get the information that the government wants them to get.
Right.
That's it. It's always been.
I watch Al Jazeera every day.
Yeah,
every single day.
It's the only game in town.
So, like, think about it, also. The people that's doing this, Amalek, just think about it. They blocking our media. They blocking all tenets of the internet. They're trying to make it illegal to have VPNs, so you can't reach outside of United States.
The hell is
all them are gay, bro.
Hey,
all of them.
Gay.
They gay. All of them. They gay, bro.
Hey, all praise.
That's what you call that the use of that structural power, like I was talking about earlier. Structural power, ideological power. Like, it's both of them being used right there. You control the messages that people being able to receive, and then you put out the specific message itself that you want the people to hear. Like, you control the masses with that.
It's called propaganda.
Right, it's the same. They've been running the same playbook,
for centuries.
For centuries. We talk about Iraq. Oh, we got to go in Iraq because WMDs. That we still ain't found no WMD.
It was dirt.
We ain't even found no DD. What's the stuff you spray? The degreaser. WD-40. We ain't found no WD-40. They took some weapons of mass destruction. Now we move over to Iran. It's like, hey, they've been developing a nuclear weapon since 1970, and we still ain't found it. But all this is doing the bidding of Israel. That's why they have to control the media and what we see. Now, they will have us to believe that they killed their supreme leader and that Iran is celebrating in the streets.
Right.
They are happy that this man is dead, right? Play that next video.
The supreme leader of Iran, Ali Khamenei, is officially dead. They killed him. They found his body. Reports came in. Let me tell you why this is big. This is not killing a president. This is not killing a prime minister. This is not killing a king. You're killing the supreme leader of a religion. This is number 2 to God. They killed. And by the way, the last time the supreme leader was alive, I was in Iran. It was June 3rd, 89. When he died, Khomeini, I was in fifth grade at a school called Gulbenkian, and it was chaotic in Iran because their hero died. This guy didn't die. They killed him. By the way,
So you look at American media, they're saying, oh man, Iran people are excited. Now it's 90 million people in Iran. Right. 90 million people. And you got a bunch of religions groups. You got the Shiites and the Sunnis, right? Now this man, they claim, is number 2 to God.
So that's the Muslim Jesus.
The Muslim Jesus. This is the Muslim Jesus, right? So let's go to the video with the woman. Play that. You got people in the streets crying.
Yeah. And this is part of the media that they don't show on the screen. This is when they kind of keep hidden, even though they like they fake crying. You don't even see a tear, bro. It's
tears
going on. You see, they said death to America.
Hey man, go to the next one.
Well, America make new terrorists every day.
They make them every day.
America, a terrorist factory.
They say you done it now.
You know what that red flag mean? The red flag mean death.
Yeah, that's a sign of war.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So think about this, family. Get Jeremiah 51, verse 12.
Perfect.
Because, hey, all praises for Bishop. Last night's class was fire.
Yes, sir.
It was fire.
Whole lineup was fire.
Yeah, it was fire, bro. Whole lineup.
That's right.
And this was one of the scriptures brought out because we're seeing it with our own eyes now. Mm-hmm. We don't even have to picture this no more. We actually seeing it. Right. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For the Lord had both devised and done that which he has spake against the inhabitants of Babylon.
So that's a declaration of war. That's getting prepared because something is about to happen in Babylon the Great. Keep reading.
O thou that dwellest upon many waters.
Because America dwells upon many waters, many bases everywhere, many embassies everywhere. And now with them keep poking the bear and these countries that they're pissing off, they're reacting now. Yep. They're starting to retaliate. Read.
Abundant in treasures. Thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness.
So America is abundant in treasures. Why? Through their evil covetousness. They actually killed for their riches. Yep. They enslaved for their riches. They didn't do it by honest gain. They did it by dishonest gain. And they got to pay for that. Yep. Read.
The Lord of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men.
So the thee he's talking about is Babylon the Great. He's saying that the Lord is saying he's going to fill Babylon with men. Read.
As with caterpillars.
So these men are going to be as caterpillars that's filled within Babylon the Great. Why? Because of all the dishonest gain that's going on with America. With all the killing, the stealing amongst other nations' riches to obtain it for themselves. Right. They have to pay for that. So what we're seeing is the stage being set up with these caterpillars. And how do a caterpillar eat?
From the inside out.
It eats from the inside out. What are these men going to do? Destroy the country slowly from the inside out.
I got a video real quick too. And America know this.
They do.
This may be scripted. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny. But play this. But these are the same people. Hold on, I'm about to post it. These are the same people that's in your gas station. They own all the gas stations on every corner.
Bring it out.
You know
Bring
what
it
I'm
out.
saying? They got access
Right.
to gas.
Gas. It's explosive.
They got access to these things, and they own all the corners. They the one that speak to you. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
My friend. Yeah.
My friend, you want a deal?
They here today. America allowed them into the country. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They give them loans and grants that we can't get, and we are Americans.
Right.
We are a part of the U.S. We broke, trodden down, oppressed, and they come over here and live freely. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
it.
America know that the end is coming, and this is why Trump responded the way he did. Play that video. Now this allegedly this didn't happen.
The president. I guess I have to do it myself. I know.
Y'all crazy.
Look, America know that them caterpillars is here, bro. That's why Trump afraid like that. Trump running.
I hope that was real, bro. That's hilarious.
And guess what? Before I know Officer had posted some, but read verse 6 in Jeremiah 51.
Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon.
Right. So like I quoted Jeremiah 3:15 earlier about what a pastor's supposed to do. So these are things that the pastor should be going over with you, you know what I'm saying, in your churches. If you're not, you should leave. You know what I'm saying? Come join us. Come get your life right. But the Lord say, flee out of the midst of Babylon. That's not to say that we should leave Babylon and try to go to another city, because wherever you go, the curses are going to follow you.
Right.
But it's saying, it's going to explain it. Keep reading.
And deliver every man his soul.
So your soul is what has to be delivered. But how do we deliver our soul? Go ahead.
Be not cut off in her iniquity.
We deliver our soul by not being caught up in iniquity. And what's going to happen is all these things going on in the world. You got people breaking the Sabbath day. You got women dressing in modest. You got smoking and all this stuff going on. Like if you caught up in sin when that day come, you're going to be in the gas station on the Sabbath. And next thing you're going to hear is Allah Akbar. And that's going to be the end for you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be all she wrote, because you're going to be cut off in her iniquity. You know what I'm saying? Because on the Sabbath day, you should be at home congregating, fellowshipping with the brothers. You know what I'm saying?
It's sick.
Passover and all that. But you caught up in sin. Keep reading.
For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. he will render unto her a recompense.
So who is going to get rendered a recompense? America is going to be destroyed by the people that they allow in these countries that in verse 14, they those same caterpillars, that red flag that got raised up, these people ain't going to forget.
No.
They just going to wait their time out, and they going to strike when we least expect it. That's why all the propaganda is like it is now. They don't show you what's really going on.
No,
they show you
don't.
what they want you to see, so you can kind of, oh, it ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? No, it's bad.
It's bad.
And it's going to get worse.
Right.
It's only going to get worse.
Hey, real quick. Also, I was actually working a little bit before coming here, and I overheard an Edomite speaking to, I guess, his sister or whatnot, and they had questions like, "Hey, what you think gonna happen? This, that, and the third." And they actually, I'm just listening to them, working on my car, but I'm listening to them, and it's crazy how Edom talk amongst themselves and prepare each other.
Right.
And then he was like, well, we know he don't got no God, but he was like, hey, as long as I'm right with God, I don't even care what happens.
Yep.
And they know these, the ones that look like Hicks and what is it? What you call them? Country bumpkins. Those, bro, they talking and preparing.
When you say Hicks, what you mean? Rednecks?
Like redneck, Hicks, country bumpkins, all of them.
Rednecks.
Clocks. They they were talking about preparation.
Right.
Here, because they already know that stuff is about to pop off.
Facts.
They already know.
I'm telling you,
But
man.
why is it our people, we still caught up in all the fashions of life, music, all this stupid stuff that has nothing to do with nothing. You'll talk about that all day, but then war is at your doorstep.
Facts.
Like there's gonna be a lot of our people that die,
Telling
bro.
you, when I'm on the road
lot.
and I see them trucks pass through and they got that turban on, I politely just slow down. Yeah, go ahead.
You remember that? Hey, you
Day
remember
to day, buddy.
What now? Ishmaelite
Nobody don't go.
He turned that truck on the interstate, killed all them people. He was trying to do a U-turn on the interstate. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
I was like, yeah, bro. But they get that the dude was here illegally. I don't even think he had a CDL.
And also going back to your point about the gas stations, family, y'all know how crippled this country is when it comes down to energy. Gas was only one of the main sources of energy because you had these Edomites living deliciously off them profiting off gas.
Right.
That's why we don't have electricity, alternative means of energy because of profit, because of covetousness.
Right.
Y'all do know if gas stations start to shut down or go up in flames some random way, you ain't driving nowhere. Those movies that we see, the dystopian futures, where the cars are always scattered about and nobody driving, that's why the energy source is going to get hit, and we are still playing games, officer. It don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense. What we got?
Let's go to the next video. It's just going to what you were saying about the caterpillars. Iran had already been warning, like, hey, look, if y'all attack us, play that video.
We have major breaking news right now. According to NBC News, Iran sent a communique to the Trump administration warning them if Trump attacked, Iran would activate a network of sleeper cells in the United States for attacks in the United States of America. This is breaking right now. The message got to Trump through an intermediary at the Group of Seven summit in Canada last week, which Trump left early. The communique to Trump was sent to the days before last night's strikes, threatening to activate sleeper cell terror inside the United States if it were attacked. Meanwhile, now the State Department has issued a worldwide alert, issuing worldwide caution as a result of the strikes in Iran, saying that the Department of State advises U.S. citizens worldwide to exercise increased caution. You can read the full travel advisory on their network. Oil prices, meanwhile, continue to jump as a result of the strikes and the potential for the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. This is getting more serious with each passing hour, and the craziest part of it all is
it is crazy how all this is unfolding. Oil prices going up, so that means that your travel is going to be limited,
right?
And honestly, that could be the Lord saying, "Hey, you probably need to stay put."
Right. And then if we talk about oil, 80% of the world's oil have to go by Iran through the Strait of Hormuz. If they close that thing off, then you definitely gonna get high gas prices.
Right.
Bruh.
And I was listening to something as I was driving up this afternoon, and they were asking. This was two white men. They were asking each other, "Do you think that Iran has put mines in the water, and they're straight. And it was like, if that's the case, oil prices will definitely go up.
Yeah.
So all that, something to think about.
15 gallon.
Honestly, for them to even think it in that light, that's too easy. Why didn't they say Amalek? Amalek behind a lot of evil. It was a lot of evil that Candace Owens was releasing about. They was trying to start World War III like years ago by bombing a United States ship. So yeah, all this stuff is plotted and planned, and we got to get ready for it spiritually.
Right.
They go to Genesis 16 and verse 11 and 12. Hey, this ain't a game, Israel. It ain't a game. Like we talking about these sleepers, is prophesied in the Bible that these things are going to happen, right? Read that.
Genesis chapter 16, verse 11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael.
Hey, we up here talking about Allah Akbar. Read on.
Because the Lord hath heard thy affliction. And he will be a wild man.
He gonna be a wild boy. You hear me? He gonna be so wild.
Wild boy.
That he's gonna strap dynamite to his chest and blow himself up. That's how wild Ishmael is. Right. Read.
His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand shall be against him. And he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren.
Hey, man, stop playing with Ishmael, because, when they get their self together, they going to go back to their nature and be wild.
Yeah.
And they put it in movies too. We were talking about that movie. I think it was Sakari. When was it Sakari?
Yeah, Sakari 2. Sakari 2.
When they was he walked in the gas station, not the gas
grocery
station. He
store.
walked in the grocery store, and right in front of the grocery store just blowed itself up.
Oh yeah.
So when those things like that started happening in America, then you gonna believe that what we saying is true.
Right.
Hey, I'm reading something right now. It says Iran says ships not allowed to pass
There
through
it
Strait
is.
of Hormuz.
Post that.
And it says some oil tanker tried to pass through and they attacked it.
Yeah.
So,
and then it said too that they shut their businesses down at Friday at 12 to go pray for the destruction of America.
Oh yeah.
So you go to the gas station at 12 o'clock, can't get no gas. Right. That's because they back there praying
for your destruction.
America's about to go down, especially now.
And for probably about the last year, I've been filling my gas tank up on Friday. Just in case something happened, right?
Yeah.
And maybe midweek, just in case something, So, but in the last couple of months, I stopped. So I'm gonna start doing that again. So,
and that's a wise tip, as things start to, as the what you call them, what you call when the women have contractions.
Yeah, the contractions.
As the contractions start to pick up, we need to start preparing. Not only physically but mentally. And spiritually for when these things kick off. Like, what's your mentality? Because our salvation is gonna come through the destruction of this world. Correct. That's the only way we're gonna be able to receive that salvation.
Hey, man, that mean our sisters, man, y'all got to get y'all mind right, man. We've been talking about burn the fat.
Yeah.
Hey, man, sisters, y'all better stop trying to be out here independent and do everything on your own. You better stop it.
All right.
You're gonna be
gonna be like them all them little YouTube shows would be like they had like the little caption be like, women that say they don't need a man, they be trying to do all the construction work, be falling through the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, drill, come out their hand, hit them in the head. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be like.
Hey, bro, I can't help you, man. You independent, right?
Yeah, man. Fight off some intruders. You got it.
What's the next video?
What's the next one? So our sisters in that independent mindset, you've been sold a lie.
Hey, then even with you brothers that's overweight too, all I gotta do is outrun a fat brother.
That's it, bro. That's it. I can do that. As long as I ain't last.
You're not first, then you're last.
Exactly.
You can play that one.
If you don't understand what the fuck is happening in Iran right now, here is a quick summary of everything you need to know. To fully understand everything that's going on right now, I'm going to give you some brief historical context. In August of 1953, the United States and the United Kingdom did something called Operation Ajax, where they overthrew the democratically elected Prime Minister Mossadegh and implanted their guy, Reza Shah Mohammad Pahlavi. Also known as the Shah, he oversaw Iran from the 50s to the 70s. And during this time, Iran saw a lot of economic growth. They had liberalization, modernization. Women were able to do whatever they want, wear whatever they want, go to university. And it was an overall very liberal society. However, at the same time, it was heavily influenced by Western countries. So the United Kingdom, the United States, Israel, they had heavy ties and influence to Iran, which a lot of people did not like.
Hey,
The
pause
Shah
that.
also had a...
And the story repeats itself because just a couple weeks ago they did the same thing to Venezuela.
Yeah.
You know, they doing the same thing with Cuba. They switch
Yeah.
they sweat you out and they put people in places and promise you all this
Prosperity.
Prosperity. Y'all can get this, y'all can go to school for free and get that. But all that comes with a cost.
Yep.
And that's the same thing that they do in Iran. They always put people in place that's gonna be for the agenda of America. The dude that they just killed, what's his name?
I don't know.
Soleimani.
Soleimani.
Soleimani was the general. Just say the supreme leader. I forgot.
Supreme
Ayatollah.
leader.
Ayatollah Khomeini. Some with
Yeah,
Ali
Ayatollah
at the end of
Khomeini.
it.
Anatoly. The supreme leader, the supreme leader was for the people. You know what I'm saying? But America don't like that. They want people there who are going to benefit them.
Right.
You know, that's why read First Maccabees 1, the democracy. Everywhere America is, there's problems. Because he said that they were more of a liberal society when that man got set up. And it's the same thing that happens time and time again. You know what I'm saying? Not just in recent times, but in biblical times, same thing happened. First Maccabees 1, read verse 41.
First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
And that's what America say. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. But it's on their terms, not the terms that you want. So at one point in time, we weren't allowed to call ourselves Jews, just like in America today. Most of us don't even know that we Jews because we've been so Americanized. And that's the same thing that they want to do to every country in the world. They want to push their religion on them because, believe it or not, democracy is a religion.
It is.
Go ahead.
And everyone should leave his laws.
Leave his laws.
So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
And you got some people within that society that believe that way is the best way to go. But then you got other people that they won't show us on the media that they don't want America to be a part of their government. And they going to reject it, but they not going to show you that part.
Right.
That was it. Back to the video. Go ahead.
And that's what's interesting. What's so funny about this whole situation, especially with the like the idea of democracy. Read Matthew 12:25. Like it's a testament to the pride of this place where you think you can have open borders where I'm gonna let every race of people come in, of every nation, of every creed, or every religious background, and when they get here, as soon as I got the melting pot of all these people, at the same time I'm gonna go to war with the places where these people are from.
Right.
And you think just like they just gonna be okay with it, like it is what it is. They Americans now, like no. These people got way more loyalty to their homeland, to their people, than this place. They come here for opportunity.
Right. Facts.
Read verse 25.
Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. And Jesus knew their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Because wars and conflicts like this is what's going to cause, to be honest, it's already been division. Since even with the people here, it's still divisions. That's why you got different places. You got Little Italy or Little China or whatever.
Chinatown.
Every
Everywhere.
place there's some level of division amongst all the people groups that are here already. All you got to do is give them a reason to want to rebel against where they at.
Right.
And conflicts like that do exactly that. So when they talking about, we already shutting down the strait, or we got sleeper cell network, we finna activate, man, come on, bro. You said you baking your own cake for your fall.
Right.
All right, let's go back to the video.
Did not like. The Shah also had a secret police called the Savak, which employed a lot of over-surveillance of citizens, brutality, and unnecessary aggressions, which the citizens grew to heavily resent. At this time, a lot of the wealth and power was also solely concentrated with Iran's elite, which religious leaders and the general population grew to resent because of the heavy Western influence and funding that the elite had. By 1979, the people got tired and had a revolution where they replaced the monarchy with the Islamic Republic of Iran, which is the Iran that we see today. Now, the new leader we see is Ayatollah Khomeini, who carried on Iran from 1979 from the revolution to today. And his government strongly stood against Western influence and cultural dominance, against imperialism, against Zionism, and strongly
So what they're saying is, so he's been in power since 1979, so what's that, 47 years?
Right.
So he's saying no white Jesus in my country. No sister.
I'm Jesus.
I'm Jesus. I'm Jesus. Hey, Caesar Bow ain't on the walls, so Caesar Bow ain't on the walls in Iran.
No, it's him. He on the wall. They praying to me.
Oh man.
Nah, but going back to what Officer Soraya said, the loyalty is more honed and stronger for their own people, because for a man to rule that long, you either one have to rig it for what 30 plus years, or two, the love of the people support you enough to keep you there that long where they don't want you to go as a leader. So we can't, in America's eyes, we're like, oh, that's a dictatorship. Fool. The people probably love that man.
Exactly.
They love him enough to be like, hey, could you represent us for 40 years, 50 years? But we don't see it like that.
No, we don't. Especially black people.
Hey, yeah, especially black people.
America don't have the moral compass to tell anybody how they should treat their people.
Nobody.
They shouldn't even be able to speak on that at all.
Let's speak about slavery first.
Yeah. That happened a long time ago. We can't talk about that. But yeah,
but the Holocaust.
Stop sign.
Pearl Harbor. Like, it happened a long time ago, but y'all still talking about it.
Right.
Like, come on now. Let's go.
Supported the Palestinian cause. So while these objectives were great, there were other downsides to this government. It imposed heavy religious extremism and rules and regulations on women, women's hijabs, covering up all the time to a point of brutality, which we saw in the Masha Amini case and Zon Zindagi Azadi movement. Political dissent, independent media, and civil society activism are heavily restricted. On top of that, the economy has become so devastated that it's hard for an everyday Iranian to live in. U.S. imposed sanctions to curb the Iran nuclear program has resulted in a collapse of the economy as of late December. Inflation is skyrocketing. The rial, which is Iran's currency, has totally collapsed, and people across Iran are protesting. Civil unrest is so tense that the current Iranian government is enforcing brutality amongst protesters. Many are dying at the hands of government officials. There have been widespread internet and phone blackouts, so people living in Iran have no contact to their family members or friends outside of Iran. People of Iran are not only fed up with the economy,
they do American protesters like that. When we go back to the Mike Brown protests, any of those Black Lives Matter protests, they were calling those people terrorists, domestic terrorists.
Yeah.
The hell is the same thing happens right here in America. But when it happens in other countries, the regime is so bad. They're so horrible. They're this, they're that. It happens right here.
Keep going.
With the government, and they just want a widespread change of government and a complete overturning. There are, however, some downsides to this. You may see some photos circulating of Iranian protesters carrying the Israeli flag. This is because there are some Iranians who want to bring back the Shah monarchy. They want to have that Western-aligned government. They want to have that Zionist-aligned government, which would mean that the Palestinian cause would greatly suffer because Iran is one who's greatly funding Hamas right now. Their argument is that they would see more liberalization, women could be free again. But if I know anything about Western intervention, is that Western intervention may look good right now, but overall you'll see a result like Afghanistan and complete failure all over again.
So women being free is women being able to dress how they want to, right? Being independent.
And that's the downfall of every nation.
Right, that's it. That's exactly what she's saying.
I beg your pardon?
They want to be westernized. Women want to be Western. They want to bring feminism to Iran.
Because she was complaining about having to wear the hijab and be covered up, but why would you want everybody to see your body? You know what I'm saying? That those type of traits is what promote whoredom in the society, and the men of that society don't want whoredom in the society, so they want you covered up, but they will fight against it. It's crazy. Black women do the same thing.
Yeah, black women do the same thing.
Right.
Keep going.
people of Iran need is a third choice, not just a decision between the Islamic Republic versus the Shah. They need a democratically elected leader who will stand for their interests while also not standing for religious extremism. More than ever, I also want to see Iranian voices amplified, the people of Iran, diaspora Iranians, to decide what their government is for them. And if people in Iran are tired with the religious extremism, that doesn't automatically make them a Zionist. I want that to be clear. As you can see with this issue, there's no black and white. There's very gray, pros and cons to both sides. So we will see what unfolds in Iran over the course of the next few months.
Oh no, there's definitely black and white. There's
Bombs
definitely
over Baghdad.
Baghdad.
Gonna be bombs over Baghdad.
bombs, destruction, hatred. Like, and I hate when people say this isn't black and white. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's black
it's
and
very
white.
black and white.
So-
You have a leader that's either for Amalek's mindset or against Amalek's mindset.
Right.
It's just that simple. Then you want to add all the little nuances. It's like, nah, bump all that. Is he for the people or is he for somebody else?
Right.
That's really what it comes down to. And y'all, we got to stop playing these games, hopscotching with politics. Politics are a waste of time.
But that's what it is. Politics is hopscotch.
It is.
It's good today, it ain't good tomorrow.
Right. It's crazy. So hopscotching with politics, arguing who's the best politician. Like, this stuff is stupid. Politics is a waste of time. It's a waste of time. All this stuff that we listening to with certain leaders or politicians, bruh, they cannot be trusted themselves.
Right,
so why are we
right.
even listening to them?
Right.
Go ahead, play the next video.
Finally, to the great, proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home.
Hold on. He's saying now you can say Merry Christmas.
Oh my God. That man said, he said, your freedom is at hand. Stay in the house. Don't come outside.
What?
I'm about to drop bombs over Baghdad.
Yo.
Go ahead, rewind it. Start it back.
Finally, to the great, proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations. For many years, you have asked for America's help, but you never got it. No president was willing to do what I am willing to do tonight. Now you have a president who is giving you what you want. So let's see how you respond. America is backing you with overwhelming strength and devastating force. Now is the time to seize control of your destiny and to unleash the prosperous and glorious future that is close within your reach. This is the moment for action. Do not let it pass. To the members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the armed forces, and all of the police, I say tonight that you must lay down your weapons and have complete immunity, or in the alternative, face certain death. So, lay down your arms. You will be treated fairly with total immunity, or you will face certain death.
He had to repeat that twice.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a call. We got a call coming. I got another video to go with that too, bro. That's hilarious. Go ahead, caller.
Let's get the caller first. Go ahead, caller. What's your name? Where you from? Hello?
Caller.
Probably got to unmute themselves.
You got to unmute.
Yo, Shalom.
Yo.
Dark.
Hey, man.
Show enough.
What's that, man? Introduce yourself.
Hey, man.
That's
Hey, I like
Turtle
Donald
water.
Trump, man.
Turtle water.
Where are you, man?
Hey, I like Donald Trump, man. Donald Trump tell it like it is, man. He gonna tell you straight up, like, man, you know, some rock say don't never trust your enemy, but that enemy there, man, he telling you straight up, man, the hell with the other nation, man. He ready to go bombs and stuff. Man, I'm ready. Hey, look, ready for Christ to come back and tear this world upside down, man.
Bro, you don't sound sick, bro.
Thing, man.
You don't sound sick, bro.
Hey, he called out.
Hey, man, I got the big guy, man.
This brother sound healthy.
I ain't want to spread it to y'all.
He's eye sick, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking with the brother.
Hey, listen, man. Y'all keep on doing y'all thing, man. Hey,
all praises.
Great
Turtle water, man.
Great information. Man, I'm praying that the people, they listening, man, they saying what's going on, and they can't trust these nations, and knowing that we in the end time, we better repent and get our lives together.
That's
That's
right.
it.
That's
right. Hey, all praises to the Most High.
Turtle water.
Turtle water. Hey, man, look, all the sick Jews that missed Sabbath yesterday, call in to the show.
Call in.
Hey, man, it's your time, man. Call in for all the sick
Hey, I
Jews
got
that
to
missed
support
Sabbath.
some way, man. I wanted to be there, man. I'm ready to speak out to y'all, man.
All right,
Turtle
man.
water.
Yeah, get well, bro. Get well. Get well.
All right, shalom. Most High Christ bless.
Hey, what's that other video you had?
Hey, this is going into it's kind of contrasts what he was saying about war, right? And what Stick was saying about how politicians is good one day, then the next minute is not. So back in 2011, this is what he said. Go back to Trump. Go back to that play. This was in 2011. He foreshadowing what he's doing. Play that.
President will start a war with Iran.
Talking about hold on
because
one second. He's talking about Obama at this time in 2011. What he's going to do to get reelected. Play that.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective. So the only way he figures that he's going to get reelected, and as sure as you're sitting there, is to start a war with Iran. Now, I'm more militant and more militaristic than the president. I believe in strength. But to start a war in order to get elected, and I believe that's going to happen, would be an outrage. This is a great time to negotiate. Unfortunately, we have a president that doesn't know the first thing about negotiation. We have a real problem in the White House. So I believe that he will attack Iran sometime prior to the election because he thinks that's the only way he can get elected. Isn't it pathetic?
Hey, bro, that's the politicians right there.
He said, "Don't do it. Let me do it. Wait. Just wait until I get there so I can do it.
Just wait. I'm bringing in white Jesus. Just wait."
So yeah, in lieu of all that, all that is going on in the world, we have this going on. It's a lot of churches that's being closed down, and it's a lot of men that are doing some things that are not necessarily unheard of, but against God's commandments. So play that.
Will close in 2026. That's not a projection. That's not a worst case scenario. That's what's actually happening to American Christianity right now. 15,000 congregations that survived wars, depressions, and every cultural shift of the 20th century won't survive this year. That's 41 churches closing every single day, 287 churches every week.
All praise.
Good. All praises.
Clap your hands for that. All praise to the Most High. The churches need to shut down because they teach nothing but lies anyway.
That's it.
Bro, if you go back to that video where it's so inside that church, that's what churches look like today.
Yeah.
Go back. Go back a little bit.
Dead.
Go back. Go back in that video. Go back some more. It's like an aerial view.
It's an aerial view.
Yeah, go back a little bit. You got to go back towards the
beginning.
Right, keep going. Play.
15,000 churches will close in 2026. That's not a projection. That's not a worst case scenario. That's actually happening to American Christianity right now. 15,000 congregations.
That's the church right there.
Right there.
That's it right there.
Because you ain't lying, it'd be a lot of huge churches, but you never see a lot of cars in the parking lot.
Won't they do?
Bro, how they paying rent? How they paying rent? They renting the church out on Saturday to drop down to get your eagle on. And then on Sunday, it looks like that.
Yep. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir. Starving for real. So, in a nutshell, it's basically saying that a lot of churches are closing in 2026. I think it's projected by 2030, like 20,000 churches are going to be closed, which is a good thing. Now let's go to the next video.
All praise.
I know many of y'all have probably seen this one. Your boy Tay Diggs.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, play that. So you see, it's the Bank of America. You see BET. BET is what? That is Black Entertainment
Network,
TV.
owned by white people.
Owned by white people, but it's Black Entertainment TV. And then I think this was at an NAACP event. which was also for black people. But this is the imagery that they want to push to black men of how we should be in America. Go ahead. Come on now, dog.
They got this so fresh, so clean.
And they put Outkast in there.
Bruh, they can't mess with Outkast. You look gay.
Gay.
You look gay.
Bruh,
he is gay.
I hate
You look
niggas,
gay.
bruh.
Because, bruh, and this game has been played all the time. Why do y'all think that they're trying to attack the image of the black man? Why are they trying to effeminize the image of the black man? Because they don't want us to stand up to who we are.
Right.
Like, why in the world is such a big push to put a dress on a brother?
Right.
Like, y'all don't think about that. And then the people in the world, y'all just bots. Y'all drones. Y'all don't have a brain to think. Internet, TV, and music is your mind.
Right.
That y'all don't have a brain. Y'all are fried. Because y'all don't even think past y'all nose sometimes. Because it baffles me, officer, that we keep seeing these quote unquote black organizations, which NAACP was made by white people.
Exactly.
You can go on the internet and look at this stuff. Spelman College, all these HBCUs were by white people. Spelman is
Come on now, dog.
one of the Rothschilds' daughters or a wife, something like that. So come on, this is getting annoying.
Bruh.
It's getting annoying to the point where I really think that our people are so out of it that they love death.
Yeah.
They really do.
You mentioned it earlier. It's the great war of ignorance.
Bruh.
That's exactly what it is.
It's easy. It's just easier. It's the path of least resistance. It's easier for me to just, okay, I see someone on Instagram, it's a meme, it gotta be true. Why do I need to look it up and further fact check it? Nope. Internet said it's real, so it's real.
Right.
It's easier to do that than fact check everything, actually read, like investigate things. It's easier to do.
But something that you said, officer, the path
Bruh.
of least resistance is actually used in the opposite tense. It means to go through certain trials and tribulations that's going to be most effective to your goal.
I see what you're saying.
It's not to be lazy, and it's not to be niggas and coons. I mean, like
I like a
bruh.
better word. He said niggas and coons. Like,
Bruh, like
help me.
I'm tired of the coon tunes that we keep bumping in our speakers. I'm tired of the niggerosity that's going on amongst the brothers and sisters in these hoods, killing each other. And bro, war is at our doorstep.
Right.
Like, come on, family.
But you know, read Isaiah 1:9. And to your point, also, you know, I think it's only because the Spirit of the Lord that's upon us, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord allowed us to have, that we even had this mentality. Because believe it or not, we would all be whoremongers and hoes, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't for the Spirit of the Lord that we operate in today. Read that, Isaiah 1:9.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 9. Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant.
So if the Lord had put his Spirit back in the earth into men to teach the Bible, go ahead.
We should have been as Sodom. And we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
We would be the same way. If it wasn't for the Spirit of God, I hate to say it, you know what I'm saying, some of us may be wearing dresses.
You are gay.
You know what I'm saying? We will be whoremongers.
You'll be gay.
Will continue to hold themselves out. So it's only through the Spirit of the Lord. And that's why it's important that we have radio shows. Like, we got radio shows all day, every day. We got classes
Back
3
to
times a
back.
day, 7 days a week.
That's right.
School is open on Sabbath days, and some places open 3 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So the importance of brothers really getting their mind right to be a light to the people. That's why we need people to repent. Because if it hadn't been for the Lord and the Spirit upon us, the world would be in shambles. But it's only because the Lord's Spirit is in us that we able to recover some of the brothers and sisters from this foolishness in the world.
Right. All praises for recovery. And all praises for repentance for those that want it.
Yes, sir.
For everybody that don't, drop dead yesterday. All right, next video.
You want to say something?
Oh, you had something?
Well, I
Oh,
had
my
something.
bad.
I had something
Go
real
ahead.
quick. Just real quick.
Come on, Switcher.
Isaiah 3
Yeah.
and 9. Isaiah 3 and 9. So what also Jeremiah said was real heavy. But also, you know, I'm a little bit older. And 15 years ago, we would have never seen that.
Right.
Right.
Sure. Yep.
People would have said something about it.
Right.
So, and the Bible says something too about it. Isaiah 3 and 9, read.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 9. The show of their countenance does witness against them.
So we have a man, even though he has a jacket on, he is in a full-blown skirt.
Right.
Okay, this is a Hollywood actor, read.
And they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not.
They hide it not. So here it is. For him to wear something like that, right, he had to be paid a lot of money. Right. Or he was struggling or something. Something happened for him to dress like that.
You know what it was? He just gay.
Yeah, that's it.
He gay.
But it says what? Read that again.
And they declared their sin as Sodom.
That cross-dressing, right? That is a part of Sodom. Read.
Right.
They hide it not.
Read.
Woe unto their soul.
What?
Woe unto their soul.
So woe unto their soul. Ones who dress like that and teach others to dress like that. Read.
For they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
This is what the scriptures say. So now, Pastor Jeremiah brought out Isaiah 1 and 9, a remnant. And so this is what we teach. We know that is wrong to wear something like that.
And you made a point. Like back in the day, America makes a man an offender for a word. So now they try to make it difficult for you to say that a man is gay or a man shouldn't dress or act a certain way. But as Israelites, you got to be able to tell a nigga that he gay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to, man, that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I remember at one point in time, anybody who watched anime was a nerd.
Yeah.
Like it was just certain things you didn't do.
Speak your truth.
You know
Speak your truth.
Speak
your truth, Alfred. Speak your truth.
Well, I'm not only gonna speak my truth. Black Dynamite gonna speak his truth.
All right.
Yo, you used to be a nerd if you watch anime, but you know, look, man,
Wait, time out, bro. Why I had to catch a straight? Why I'm over here minding my business?
We family, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was just certain things you didn't do. You know what I'm saying? We gotta bring shame back. You know what I'm saying, to the truth. But man, anime is fire, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You just some cause.
Bring it.
All right, let's go to the next video.
Hey, I was gonna say about that. You know, it goes that all that men and dresses that goes back to the the Willie Lynch letter and them demasculating our black men. You know what I'm saying? Men are supposed to be a man. You're supposed to have a beard on your face.
Right.
A badge of manly dignity.
Bold, speak loud, proud,
Be bold,
confident.
speak loud, be confident. Don't let nobody tell you that. You speaking too loud. You need to speak like this. No, be a man. Be a man. Let's take control of our community and lead our people.
Right.
That's it.
That's
Facts.
Can't lead them in a dress.
Cue the video.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Video of a local pastor's sermon from 2021 has now gone viral. The pastor of Mineral Park Baptist Church can be heard making what many consider racist comments during his sermon. The video has now gained more than 300,000 views, and local pastors are now calling him out. I got the chance to speak with a few of those pastors and hear their concerns.
These are 90s, but
in this video posted by Covenant Communities pastor Samuel Burlinson, you can hear Mineral Park Baptist Church pastor Ronnie Jones as a featured speaker during a Faith Baptist Camp live stream.
It's deeply frustrating.
I get sick
because we just made a statement how black men in our community, we don't correct the evil that we see.
Right.
But we don't see that same behavior with white people. You know what I'm saying? They understand the purpose of unity and structure and sticking together. They don't believe in their white daughters marrying white men. You know what I'm saying? They don't accept that. But
black men.
Right. Say it again.
You said white women marrying white men. You mean black men.
Black men.
Forgive me. White women marrying black men. They don't like that, but somehow black people are always down with the swirl. But listen to what this good white man said.
Camp live stream.
It's deeply frustrating.
I get sick and tired of white boys all the time wanting to go to downtown Chattanooga and try to pattern their life out of how they're living downtown. Black boys with their breeches hanging off, and white boys want their breeches hanging off. And Burleson says videos like this aren't uncommon to see in some church circles. In a now deleted YouTube video posted by Faith Baptist Camp, Pastor Jones goes on to say he wasn't being racial during his sermon. However,
wait, stop. That was the racial?
Dang, what, about sagging?
About
He
about
said a
sagging?
little bit more, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Okay, wait, keep
That
going
was the part.
because I want to get the full thought.
But listen to the black man.
A. Anthony Taylor II, pastor of Greater Community Church of Chattanooga, disagrees with.
That really threw me off. As a pastor, as a preacher, we never have the liberties. We never have the liberties to preach our own ideologies.
It makes me sick to pull up to a red light and see a white boy in a little lowered car with one of those trash can mufflers on it and the boom box in it, and they're goosenecking in there. And I want to jump out and open the door and say, "You're not black, you're white," and straighten up.
We will never heal from stuff like this, from this sin, until we name it for what it is.
Pastor Burlinson says when he posted the video on TikTok, he didn't expect it to take off like it did. But he says it's now time for white people to speak up when they hear hate speech like this.
Wait,
we're the ones who...
That's the propaganda. That's what the media pushes. You know what I'm saying? That's what we were talking about earlier. Like, that's all fluff. Because what he was saying was true.
It's true. Like, we don't even like brothers doing it.
Right.
So, bruh, keep going because I want to get the full thought
He was filled
before I
with
go off.
He was filled with the unholy spirit, man. Let him rock.
Let him rock. Go ahead.
We need to wake up. We're the ones who need to open our eyes. We're the ones who need to do the work. We don't need to put the emotional baggage on somebody else who's been oppressed for generations.
I went out to Mineral Park Church to see if Pastor Jones had a comment regarding his statements, and initially, we were told to leave the property.
And we just wanted to speak with you to hear your side of it. Do you not want to?
Nothing wrong.
Pastor Jones says he didn't see anything wrong with what he said in the video, but Pastor Burlinson's points to the part where he's talking about black and white boys.
I'm just simply saying that God made a difference in us.
He says the pastor spoke about not being the same race while speaking in a cadence widely known in the Black Baptist community.
That's part of the problem with the way in which white culture has taken these things without any proper cultural accreditation.
Wait a minute, stop.
Right.
White culture is destruction. Like, just think about white culture is Christianity. Christianity is the most segregated religion on the planet Earth. 12 o'clock on Sunday morning, you have a black church, you have a white church. It is 2026, and we're still saying the black church, the white church. It's segregated already. So y'all should be really going in on all these pastors, especially the black ones, that's saying that I'm the head of a black church. I'm the head of a white. Like, the religion is already segregated. 2, the man just mentioned about, give me that real quick, Sirach 19, last 2 verses. He was just going into a mindset that is portrayed through your image, right? Read that.
Sirach, chapter 19, verse 29. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance.
So a man may be known by his look. We tell our brothers to pull your pants up. Stop sagging. The meaning behind that. Keep reading.
When thou meetest him, a man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is.
So we understand that these coon tunes that's pumped to us, family, it is meant to make you a nigga. A nigga is a mindset. In Sirach is something called a nigard, meaning a stingy person. Niggard. You think it's a coincidence? It's Nigga? No, that means you a selfish Negro. You're selfish. So can a white person be a nigga? Yes. I see them all the time in Anniston. I see them all the time. They are they call them what? Wiggers? But they had this mindset where, I think I could be so-called black or have my black scent on. We got to stop this foolishness, family.
Right.
We got to stop it. We can't do this double standard of wickedness. This is stupid. Go ahead.
I think it's about finished. But yeah, all in all, the white man doesn't have a problem of correcting his people, but we see black men in a dress and nobody says nothing. No pastors say nothing. They will come after us about the Trinity and this and that, but then you see black men in dresses and where your videos at?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like why you're not work? Why do you have? Why don't you have this or put forth the same effort that the white man does to protect and provide for his community? That's what we should do.
You gotta make the decision. Do I protect the community or I protect my pockets? The pockets always win.
A nigga will always protect his pockets.
Always win.
Selfish.
A selfish individual will always protect his pockets.
Pockets, man.
What we got? Go ahead. Come on, IT. Where y'all at?
Growing up as a person who attended a predominantly white church complicated my relationship with people of color. My religious heritage is one that told me that black people were equal in Christ, but everything else about how we actually lived our lives said otherwise. Consider that in my white church, I was told the following at different times in my life. I should not ever consider dating anyone outside of my race because A, the Bible forbids it, or B, even though the Bible doesn't forbid it, it is difficult to explain and navigate culturally.
All right, hold up.
I heard black people.
Right there.
Yeah, because he made a statement. Does the Bible say that we are supposed to marry within our race or outside of our race? That's the question. Because the second part he threw in was about navigating culture. That ain't got nothing to do with scripture. But according to the Bible, what's the first thing that he said true? Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3.
Bring it out.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods.
So the Bible said that we are not supposed to be marrying other nations. That is true. But do black pastors teach that in their church?
No.
No, they not teaching that.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? They say you can marry who you want to marry. Right. Love is in the air, brother.
Love is love.
Do what you want to do. Love is love. But that's not according to the Bible, and that's the issue that we have in our community. Right. We don't apply the Bible to our lives.
Not at all.
You got.
Yeah. Keaton was talking about, we went on a blitz. We was in a blitz in southern Alabama. And I was talking to officer, you see the Wiggers out there, but we in the hood. You're in the hood, the YC. You see the YC. We in the hood, right? I said, man, Esau will emulate us even in our wickedness, that's right? You got the white, they trying to be YNs, they trying to be the sisters on the block.
Yep.
And they be like, where these white folks come from? Where they coming from?
From across the street.
Play that video. We see this, y'all. We see this.
I'm chilling. I'm posted up.
This is how it be.
Posted up, bro. Y'all boy come shot, man. I ain't on shit.
Straight up, man.
Tell them on.
Jit right here, man.
Tell them on.
I'm ready to jit right here, man. You know
See, I grew up with my grandma.
Yeah.
See, folks always tell me like, you a white boy, you can't be doing all that. I grew up on that side.
On that side, yeah.
But I was raised by these folks.
All right, wait, stop right there. Like, this is Drewski though.
This is Drewski, right?
So yeah, he's a nut. Like, he's funny. But think about it like this though. This is the new blackface.
Right.
When they come into your area, they only come just to have a good time. Right. They'll put their black scent on, put their black scent on, wear the clothes, and then they thinking that they're you for a moment.
Right.
But then you still got to live in the hood.
Right. Yeah.
They can go back to their home after the party is over.
Fast forward to the end.
Y'all crazy.
That's the point I'm about to.
Negroes are crazy, bro.
Fast forward. Keep going. It's kind of long. Toward the end. Keep going.
Right there.
Yeah, play it right there. Look, he going home. He going home to his mother and his father. Having a nice.
Preston, stop talking like that.
You were raised better than that.
Why y'all tripping like that?
Stop. That's enough.
And that's how it be. That's exactly how it be. It's called appropriation or blackface. That's all it is.
That is Drewski.
It's
That's
blackface.
Drewski, y'all. That's Drewski.
So yeah, let's go ahead and do this next video because we low on time.
So I think earlier we was talking about how the man said that he was taught in his white church that interracial marriage is not a thing according to the Bible. But here go all people, you know what I'm saying? The black woman and the black man, the black Americanized family. This is how they feel about the racial unity. Go ahead.
Good morning again. Good morning. Good. Hello. How y'all doing?
It's been said that the most segregated hour in America is Sunday morning at 11.
It
You
is.
know, and it's true because we work together. You know, different races, different
No, y'all don't.
ethnicities, cultures. We work together every day. We have our different friends that we go, we hang out, social gatherings. And then on Sunday morning, we do this. And we go our separate ways. I did not even go to a multi-ethnic church until
playing games. He know that
I was
music
almost
is not
30
hitting in
years
there.
old.
It's not.
So all
Ain't
of
no
my
salt in that.
friends were always
It's not, bro.
See the salt in that music.
For so long, religion has separated us more than it has brought us together. And when we think about racial reconciliation, really our goals should be to do what Jesus wanted us to do.
Which is what?
So what are we gonna do? We're gonna stand firm in it and do not let ourselves be burdened again by the yoke of slavery. So Father,
So wait, I got a question. Why is it when there's things about racial reconciliation, it always has something to do with merging with white people?
Right.
I don't see no Indian people in there. I don't see no Asians. Every time they say multicultural, it's always white people.
Right.
Right. And we see it on the
Bruh,
street. We see it on the street, bruh.
It's bruh. Yeah,
they do-
these Jedi mind games ain't working.
Because they do be having, what is it? Issachar be having their own little Spanish churches and whatever.
Yes.
I be seeing them.
I'm gonna tell you why. Read 2 Maccabees 4. Because we read earlier in 1 Maccabees 1 that we were forced to serve the white man's religion or democracy. We couldn't call ourselves Jews. We couldn't circumcise our children for hundreds of years, right? So you go through this period to where if you were to step outside of what they want you to do, you die. That happens for so long that you start to grow a love for your enemies. And this is what took place. 2 Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 15. Because you had people amongst the Israelites at this time, when the white man said, y'all can't serve your religion, you had black people that was like, you know what? I think the white man's religion may be better than ours. Even when we came out of Egypt, out of slavery and bondage, they said, man, damn, they got to the wilderness. After they seen the Lord part the Red Sea, deliver them, kill the Egyptians, they said, man, I remember when we was back in Egypt, we had cucumbers and melons.
What's wrong with you?
These niggas would rather go back to slavery and eat food than be free by the Lord. But that's the mentality. That's what slavery does to the mind. Read that. Verse
2
15.
Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 15. Not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
And these are the type of people in this church that hate to talk about slavery. The white people will talk about the Holocaust all day. But as soon as slavery get brought up, oh, that was so long ago. You know what I'm saying? They won't touch on that topic, but you can talk about the Holocaust. Go ahead.
By reason whereof sore calamity came upon them. For they had them to be their enemies and avengers, whose custom they followed so earnestly.
So an enemy is somebody that's against you, or an enemy is somebody that saved you. You know what that means? They're confused. It's a lot of confusion that go on in these people's mind when they want to cleave to the white man so much. In one breath, you know he hates you.
Right.
But in the other breath, you're like, man, you know what? I think they can save me. I think white Jesus is going to save me one day. That's what it is. It's a bunch of confusion. Finish it out.
And unto whom they desire to be like in all things.
And that's the problem. Stockholm Syndrome. They want to be like the white man.
That's it.
Through oppression and slavery.
Bruh, the weak black man. Go to Deuteronomy 23. Bruh, go to Deuteronomy 23, verse 1. Read that right quick. You know, hey, bro, I hate niggas,
It's a banger
man.
right here.
Hey, man, read that right quick. You gotta get some Franken beans about yourself.
Franken beans, man.
You gotta look in the mirror. You gotta get some Franken beans about yourself. Read that.
Nigga, you
Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 1. He that is wounded in the stone, or hath his privy part cut off, shall not enter into the
The
congregation.
Lord can't use you if you ain't got no Franken beans.
That's right.
Come on, brothers. It's time to stand up and be men.
Yo.
He said you got Franken beans, man.
Come on.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Right.
All praise.
Yo.
We got a few more minutes.
So real quick, actually, let's read the next verse, Deuteronomy 23 and 2, because she said something about of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Christ is the embodiment of the scriptures.
Right.
So let's see what's in
That's
God's
right.
word about the bastards, the heathen. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 2. A bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
Read on.
Even to his 10th generation shall he not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
Now, why am I saying that bastard is a heathen nation? Keep reading.
An Ammonite or Moabite shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
So this is why I say what I say. Every time they mention about multicultural churches, it's nothing but white people. That's it. And it's sprinkled black people that have aligned their position to their oppressor.
Yep.
And bruh, I can't trust, like, if you think about God's law and you think about who you can see and see the laws on them, I love that.
Right.
So when I see a black bald-headed man with no beard and a dress on, oh bruh,
You ugly.
that man is beyond gay.
Franken beans.
If he can't even trust his own hairline, why should I trust him?
Right.
Bruh, no. What we got next?
Like that was it.
Yeah, let's go to the next video.
Oh, we got no.
Yeah, we got something else. I know we
last
got
video.
3 minutes.
No. Yeah, we could do that one.
What we got?
Probably, we ain't gonna be able to get through this one, but let's
Yeah. Let's just go
And
ahead.
this is the mindset of, because in Genesis it talk about as an old lion who shall rouse him up, and this is the point that we got to get back to. Now, we do not condone violence. You know what I'm saying? We're a non-violent Bible-based movement, but that anger has to be in you in order for you to get it done. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with the black man
That's
today.
right.
He is comfortable. He is not angry at the oppression that his people
not.
is facing in
He's
the
comfortable.
world. But the anger that these young men have is what we need to get back to. Go ahead.
Where you gonna go when we start our revolution? Whose side are you gonna be on? Are you still gonna be on your knees begging for us jobs?
As Mr. Meek said, he wouldn't die standing on his feet rather than to die on his knees. I will die standing up for God, regardless of any circumstance.
Okay. Have God ever told you to let this white man rule you like he is?
Well, young man, you voice.
Hey, you don't see young boys talking like that.
Nah.
I'm saying outside of this truth, you don't see young men talking like that. That's why they got to put them in dresses. That's why they got to make them rappers.
That's it.
That's why they got to make them
They gotta sell they
NFL
vows.
players, basketball players, because that's dangerous.
That's dangerous. That's the the biggest threat to America is that type of young man right there.
Right.
And that's why these videos so hard to find on the internet. Like, you got to do some searching to find these videos, but you can find some videos about porn and all that shit quick. You know what I'm saying?
Quick.
But, yeah, we running out of time, so we probably have to end right now.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, one last script. You know what? Nah. Yeah. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Yeah. Let's get it. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Ain't gonna take up too much time. Let's go, reader. Let go. Come on, 7 seconds.
I'm here now.
4 seconds.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Just to back up what you just said, officer. For us to be upset, we can use that anger, channel it through God's commandments, and make a difference in our community and on this planet. That using your anger to fuel the restoration for your people, that is the threat that Esau don't want. Because they ain't fighting us, they fighting our God. All right, family. So, hey, that's gonna be our time for today. All praise to the Most High. Y'all joined us. Again, we have Lions Den coming up next.
Yes, sir, the
official OC,
official.
with Captain Machiel, Captain Kimuel. Hey, they be going over some hard hit topics. So, hey, stay tuned for them. Hey, until next time, we signing off. Officer Keaton, aka Tip of the Spear, to my right.
You know what it is, Officer Abishai Black Dynamite.
Hey, Officer Soraya sticking the cut.
To my left,
Dark Side all day. Officer Jeremiah, aka Avon.
Officer Isaiah, the Slim Reaper.
Slim Reaper.
Slim Reaper.
Hey, and again, family, thank you for joining us again for this episode of Bible Belt Unchained. All right, shalom, family. Most High Christ bless you all.